Something very, very strange is happening in gyms, which you might have already noticed. People walk into a gym, put their headphones on, pull out their little phone, but here's the part I find really interesting. They're not listening to music, they're being coached by a tiny little trainer on a tiny little smart screen. They're following workouts, being told what exercises to do, how many reps to do, how many sets, and how long to rest, and sometimes even how to perform the exercise. And the crazy thing is, this trend is taking off like wildfire across gyms around the globe. Guys, I've been a personal trainer for over 23 years and I've watched this trend slowly creep into gyms. At first, I thought it was so weird, and then I thought it was just a short-term gimmick. But now, it's about to completely disrupt the fitness industry for personal trainers and gyms alike. Before we go on, guys, I need 10 seconds of your time. I'm a brand new YouTube channel and I plan on sticking around for a long time. I promise to keep you up to date with all the AI apps and products and hopefully soon robots in the fitness industry. Please do me a huge favor and just take 10 seconds right now to hit that subscribe button for me. This is the only thing I'll ever ask of you. Thank you so much. In return, I'll make every video better than the one before it and I'll bring you everything I can to help you with fitness AI and the fitness industry. So what I'm seeing today with people following trainers on these tiny little screens is very much the early stages of something much bigger. And that's why I want to tell you what's been happening right in front of me every single day when I go to work. Because once you see this, you'll start seeing it everywhere. So let's go back about 8 years. The gym I work out of here in Australia introduced the very first virtual class, which was really just a monster TV screen on a wall in our massive big studio. It's a huge TV screen, wall to wall, floor to ceiling. For months when this virtual class kicked off for the first time, I would keep one eye glued to that studio whenever a virtual class was due to start. And I have to admit, I used to think it was absolutely friggin' hilarious because I'd see one, maybe two members gingerly walk into the studio. They hardly even made eye contact with one another. They didn't even say hi. And being a personal trainer, I hated the idea of people liking a big TV over a real human. So I really wanted this whole virtual class idea to fail. I wanted it to fail bad. Then they'd put their water bottle down, they'd put their gym mat down, and then they'd stand there waiting in this massive giant studio, normally on their own or like with another person, waiting for the countdown timer to start and for the TV screen to come on. And then it would begin. 3, 2, 1, and the class would start. And I remember thinking, this is so friggin' stupid and so embarrassing for everyone involved. People are in there, they're standing in this huge room, staring at a monster TV, taking instructions from this person on the wall who isn't actually even there in the room with them. And if there was another person in the room with you, they'd feel too embarrassed to even make eye contact with them because the whole situation was so new and so random. And I remember thinking, why would anyone want to do this stupid shit? Well, let's fast forward 8 years. Walk into that exact same studio with that exact same virtual class and you'll find something completely different. Those virtual group classes are absolutely packed out. But that's not even the strange thing. Walk around the gym and you'll start noticing something else. People are now leaning their precious $1,000 iPhones against the wall on the gym floor. And I've seen people risking even their precious laptops and iPads on the gym floor up against the wall. They put their wireless headphones in, they Bluetooth their device to their ears, and then they stand 2, maybe 3 meters away from their device. And then they try to follow a trainer on a screen that's now about 5 centimeters because their phone or whatever they're using is so far away. And I'm standing there in the gym thinking, what the hell is going on? But here's the thing, this isn't some random trend anymore. This is taking off. I remember seeing this a few years ago and thinking, how awkward is all of this? You're trying to follow a personal trainer or whoever's on the screen on this little iPhone or your iPad or your laptop. You lean it against the wall, it's about 3 meters away, and you're trying to figure out where the set has started, what weight you're supposed to use, what tempo you're supposed to be doing, what exercise you're supposed to be doing, and how many reps you've got left or how many reps you're supposed to do. And most importantly, how the hell are you supposed to even understand if your form's correct? And I can tell you from my experience, there's a big difference between watching someone perform an exercise on a tiny little phone screen versus having an experienced trainer or even just an average trainer standing right next to you, observing your movement and giving you instant feedback as a human to human. And I don't need to back this whole trend up with some study that I found online. I don't need a massive report telling me that this is happening. I've seen this day in, day out with my own eyes when I'm at work. And I can see the behavior in the gym changing. More people are training with screens. More people are following workouts from their phones. More people are using headphones to completely isolate themselves from everyone else around them. I mean, which people do anyway with music, but now it's to listen to a trainer or a coach. But the one question is, why are people watching workouts on their phones? And I suppose the better question is, how far is this AI phone techno stuff going to go? Because people are already happy to walk into a gym, put the headphones in, stand in front of an iPhone and let a virtual trainer tell them what to do. But what happens when that trainer isn't just a video anymore? What happens when it's, say, a Tesla robot with an advanced AI chip in its brain watching your form and motivating you? What happens when your phone knows your entire training week and your nutrition? The AI will know what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, your injuries, your goals, your recovery, how your sleep's been, how your nutrition's been, if you've been drinking beer or eating crap. Plus, it'll know much more than we can even fathom. And instead of pressing play on a workout that was created for thousands of other people, your private AI coach creates all your workouts specifically for you. And then it changes it, rep by rep, workout by workout, week by week, based on how your sleep was and how you've been performing. That's where I think this gets really interesting, because what started as a giant screen on a wall for a virtual class with one or two awkward people standing in front of it could eventually become something that completely changes your whole gym experience. And here's the part that I think is going to make a lot of personal trainers out there uncomfortable. Well, a lot of general average personal trainers. AI very soon will become good enough to coach someone through their entire workout, correct their technique, track their progress, adjust their form, and even help with them make a new program. And also keep them accountable. So what happens to all those average personal trainers in the world? I'm not saying personal trainers are going to disappear. I don't believe that. But I do believe the job's going to change. And probably a lot quicker than everyone realizes. Because this AI thing's about to hit us hard. At first it was the treadmill, then it was the heart rate monitor, then it was the fitness trackers, then it was the apps, then it was online programs, then it was virtual classes, and now fitness apps with AI. And every single time there was a change in the fitness industry, there were people saying, this will never replace the real thing. But maybe they're right. Maybe that's not the point. Maybe AI doesn't need to replace a personal trainer. Maybe it just needs to be good enough to replace the average personal trainer, not all of them. And that's a very different conversation. Because why pay for an average personal trainer when you can use an AI system that gives you about 70% of the whole personal training experience for a fraction of the price? I reckon there's going to be a lot of people out there who choose AI over the human personal trainer. And that's why I think something strange is happening in gyms. We're watching the gym slowly transform from a place where you go to be coached by another human into a place where you can walk in, put those headphones in, Bluetooth them to your phone or whatever, and have technology tell you exactly what to do. And the crazy thing is, this is just the beginning of AI, guys. And over the next few months and years, we're going to find out just how far this AI can actually go. Because that little phone or laptop or iPad leaning against the wall on the gym floor with that little tiny person in the screen standing 3 meters away from you, and you try and follow a workout, that might look ridiculous today, but if you think that's strange, wait until you see what's coming next for the fitness industry. See you in the next vid.